salut, 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 salut. Bon. Comment allez-vous? How is everybody doing? How is everybody? Bon, guys, aujourd'hui, je vais parler en français. Pour tous ceux qui parlent français, bienvenue dans le live. Bon, voilà mon thème d'aujourd'hui. On va parler du match... Côte d'Ivoire, Égypte. Est-ce que j'ai un truc plus petit? Côte d'Ivoire, Égypte. Côte d'Ivoire, Égypte. Attendez un peu, je vais essayer d'aller dans les photos. Côte d'Ivoire, Égypte. Bon. Côte d'Ivoire, Égypte. Il va falloir que je mette une autre capture d'écran plus visible en fait. Non, ça c'est pas assez visible. Bon. Je vais essayer de bien cadrer ça. Oh là 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 là. Égypte, Côte d'Ivoire. On va essayer de voir. Ivoire, Égypte. Ouais, c'est ça. Bon. Voilà le terminus qui est là. J'ai envoyé la photo. Coucou guys, on va parler foot. Moi, je veux parler du match de la Côte d'Ivoire contre l'Égypte. J'ai envie de parler du match de la Côte d'Ivoire contre l'Égypte. Côte d'Ivoire contre l'Égypte. Vraiment, en tout cas, la CAN du Maroc, là, je suis désolée les Marocains, mais c'est truqué. Hein. Je suis désolée, mais la CAN, là, c'est n'importe quoi. Il faut qu'on se dise les vérités. Je suis désolée, mais c'est une CAN qui aura un goût très amer. Mais bon, vous avez acheté votre CAN dans la paix du Christ. Elles sont un peu trop discutables. Vous avez acheté la CAN. Est-ce que j'ai dit le contraire? Non, est-ce que vous pouvez dire le contraire que vous avez acheté la CAN? Vous avez acheté la CAN, on sait. C'est pas parce qu'on ne vous dit pas les choses que voilà. Vous ne nous frustrez pas du tout. Vous avez acheté la CAN. En tout cas, ces temps-ci, on va parler de la CAN. En tout cas, bienvenue à tous ceux qui viennent d'arriver dans le live. Bienvenue. Bienvenue à tous ceux qui viennent d'arriver dans le live. Bienvenue à tous ceux qui viennent d'arriver dans le live. Bon. Moi, je veux parler du truc en fait. Est-ce que ça se voit bien? Non, ça se voit pas bien. Attendez un peu. Je vais essayer de mettre le score là. Voilà. C'est mieux? Il me dit que oui. C'est beaucoup mieux. Oui, c'est beaucoup mieux. La CAN. La CAN au Maroc. Que en pensez-vous de la CAN au Maroc? En tout cas, la CAN au Maroc, là, c'est vraiment un scandale. La CAN au Maroc, c'est vraiment un scandale. N'importe quoi. Cameron, hi. Cameron, tu parles français ou anglais? You speak English? Okay. Anybody speaks French or you guys speak only English? I'm talking about like the African World Cup. I don't know if you guys know about that. Do you guys know about the African World Cup? That is the subject of today. Yeah? Which country are you from? Which country are you supporting? like, which country are you originally from and which country are you supporting? Because I think it's a hack. This African World Cup was a hack. It was a fraud, big fraud for all Africa. Moroccans, they're really buying and selling everything. I don't know. Are you coming in? What? Which country are you? Which country are you from? Guys, can you guys like the live stream, please? Drop me some likes. En tout cas, moi, je veux parler de la CAN. Je veux parler de la CAN. On s'est fait voler. On s'est fait voler. Et la manière qu'ils ont traité les Camerounais. La manière qu'ils ont traité les Camerounais, les Ivoiriens ont parlé. Voilà maintenant la Côte d'Ivoire. Vous, voilà. Vous êtes éliminés. Maintenant, vous êtes éliminés, vous avez dit quoi? Non, vraiment, c'était trop un scam. Cameron, where are you from? Do you guys speak only English or French? Non, beaucoup de triche. En tout cas, il y a beaucoup de vérité. Il y a beaucoup de masques qui vont tomber. J'espère seulement que le Maroc, là, la manière qu'eux, ils veulent tricher la Cannes-ci, de manière forcée. J'espère qu'ils ont le cardio. J'espère seulement pour eux qu'ils vont pouvoir encaisser ça. Parce que, ça sera pas facile pour eux. Ça sera pas facile. Ça ne sera vraiment pas facile. Parce que ce n'est pas tout le monde que tu peux tricher. La CAN au Maroc. Le plus grand vol de l'histoire. Vraiment le plus grand vol de l'histoire. En tout cas, je vais voir comment ils vont se comporter par rapport à la suite des choses. Parce qu'il y a beaucoup de points dont je voulais parler par rapport à la CAN. C'est n'importe quoi. La Côte d'Ivoire s'est quand même débrouillée par rapport au match Égypte-Côte d'Ivoire. Mais la Côte d'Ivoire, vous aurez pu faire mieux. La Côte d'Ivoire, vous n'avez aucune cohésion d'équipe. Et ça que vous êtes allé dormir. C'est là trop chaud pour vous. Ça chauffe dans vos têtes. Aujourd'hui, on est un autre jour. Il faut vous réveiller. Hey, le plus grand scam. Biggest scam. Biggest scam in Africa. I'm happy that Ishowspeed didn't come. I am so happy. Maybe he's going to be there for the finals. It's looking like it. Because they were bragging about Ishowspeed, saying that, oh, we have Ishowspeed. We have Ishowspeed. I hope Ishowspeed don't come and see this scam because it's going to be the worst scam ever. Can't wait to see the battle, like the game Nigeria versus Morocco. You guys are going to see that those people are crooks. Those people, nah, they cheated all along. Guys, tap the screen, like the screen, please. Likez. Moi, je veux parler du match Côte d'Ivoire contre Égypte. Côte d'Ivoire contre Égypte. Pour ceux qui ont regardé le match, là, venez, on va causer. Pour ceux qui ont regardé le match, venez, on va parler. Je pense qu'il est quoi, 6h du matin, 7h presque. Ceux qui ont regardé le match, venez, on va causer. Ben, c'est là. Ceux qui veulent nous faire voir, là, ceux qui veulent nous faire croire, ils n'ont encore rien vu. En tout cas, moi, je ne baisse pas les bras. Hein. Je connais. Les Marocains, je vais parler. Je vais vous frustrer, mais je vais parler. Vous êtes d'abord des voleurs. Parce que le foot que vous dites que ouais, on joue. Vous ne jouez rien comme foot, vous ne proposez absolument rien. Et pour être sûr, parce que là, les Ivoiriens viennent parler avec nous que ouais, non mais vous avez moins bien joué et tout, nanana. Est-ce que vous vous rendez compte que le match contre le Cameroun, on est déjà déstabilisé dès le début. Ils font tout pour gâter notre game. Ils font tout pour casser le moral. Et comme ils connaissent la technique et la tactique du Cameroun, c'est comme ça qu'ils essayent de manipuler tout, contrer tout. Enfin, c'est très bas de leur part. C'est triste. Mais quand vous allez voler la canne, vous allez voler la canne là jusqu'à quand? Oh my God. The worst cup ever. That is my topic of today. Egypt versus Ivory Coast. And I can't wait to see. Wait a minute. When is the game? When is the game? When is the game? When is the game? The champions of cheaters. When is the game? Wednesday, Senegal. Okay. Wednesday, it's Senegal against who? Wait a minute. Where is this the schedule? Where is the schedule? We need to see the schedule. Okay, so Wednesday, they're making both of them playing. Damn, that's going to be a tough game. Interesting. The semifinals are going to be very, very interesting and very super duper intense. At least, okay, for the, okay, no problem. Got this. It's rare to see women liking soccer. I love soccer, but I don't watch any type. I like, I watch Real Madrid and Barca. Like I follow those two teams. I also follow PSG, but I'm not really a fan of like the Champions League and stuff. I'm more a fan of the African World Cup. I feel like it's way more different and even better. It's just like people don't know about it. What do you mean I'm one of a kind? Is it a good thing or a bad thing? Is it negative or positive? I need to know, cause I'm ready for the Moroccans. The Moroccans thinks that I'm going to shut up about whatever is going on there. I'm going to talk about these games. These games are cheated. These games are bought. These games are fraudulent, and they're just making their way through it. I don't have the setup yet to show you guys all the proof of what I'm talking about because I'm new on YouTube, but it's coming. I won't stop here. Guys, can you like the live, please? At least once. Just drop one like. If you like the live, at least drop one like. Even if you're not sending like little hearts, it's nice. So like the live at least once. But there's a lot of cheating. I don't know. Are you guys following like the African World Cup or you guys don't watch that? Like, do you guys follow? Because I'm talking about that because like I know at the end of the day people are going to be watching my videos and trying to see like what is going on. But yeah, that's the thing. But anyways, as I was saying, to me, there's going to be a really big corruption on the game with mainly and mostly Nigeria. I think Nigeria might get robbed because I know Moroccans want a final with the Senegalese people. They know they cannot beat Egypt. So they're going to favor probably the team of Senegal. Because Senegal is strong, but Senegal versus Egypt is way more stronger. So the chances for Senegal to stay against Egypt are really, really like let's say 40-60, but Egypt is not that strong, but I guess like Senegal might be like scared, and also like the only way for Senegal to be okay with whatever they're doing is if they're getting favored. If they're getting favored, that is not a problem for them. They're good to go, and that's a plus, you know, that's for sure. I can't wait to watch that. But I'm so sad that it's corrupt. I'm so sad. And there are many news. Like, do you see how like I don't like to talk badly about Algerians, Moroccans, and Tunisians, but I find them so unfair, so racist. Like today after the game, they lost the game. Algerians lost the game. Did you guys see how they were acting? Like they were fighting against like the Nigerian players, and then they started like doing mess around, and I'm like, bro, why do you guys have to go all crazy and whiting out like that? Can't you guys accept that you guys lost? Okay, there was many things that were unfair, but it's not a reason. Yeah, like literally, it's not a reason for y'all to act up like that, and it's really 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 sad. I like Algerians. Why would you act like that? And plus something that I didn't like, that I really really dislike. about the Algerian community is that, okay, yeah, they gave a fair game with Congo, but they just ruined it at the end. Mocking the stadium, man, they ruined the game. Just like that. Free. By the way, welcome guys to the live. Welcome to my live. Don't forget to drop a like if it's interesting to you. It's just one like. It would really be appreciated, please. So yeah, so I'm like, okay, why would they do that? Because they are going to ruin all the respect that we have, like, towards them. And that is the thing. So they did that sign. Now Nigeria just whooped them, and then they're upset. And even with the like faults that they were complaining about, there was just one goal. Okay, y'all wanted to win what, 2-1? Which game were you going to propose us? Because they weren't doing good scores, they weren't placed properly, they were barely playing. Like, the game was lame on their team. And I'm like, damn, there's so much going on this World Cup. Not African World Cup. But African World Cup is corrupted. I'm sorry. Moroccans are the worst organizers. They're going to talk about like how they have those luxury hotels, they have those fancy podiums, like fancy place where to play and stuff like that. Okay, that's cute, but what else? You guys are not proposing anything. You guys are turning everything into your favors. You guys are treating every game to avoid losing a game. Like, it's not beautiful to see. And the only team you couldn't corrupt, that you made sure you got them are robbed, like literally, it's Mali, because Mali won against Morocco. And you saw, like, I have a list. Wait, let me show you guys like the list about what I have, because like y'all would think that I'm talking just to talk, but it's, yeah. I support Ivory Coast, but I'm not from there. I'm like pro Africans, in the African World Cup. Which country are you guys from? Where are you guys watching me from? Can I know where you guys are watching me from, please? Okay, let me show you the list. Let me show you, like, let me explain you how the fraud is going, and y'all will understand that perfectly. Okay, the image is way too big. Let me fix the image. Let me fix the image like that. I'm going to show you the purple robbery. I'm here in South Africa. Are you South African, or are you South African? Originally, where are you guys watching me from, guys? Where are you guys watching me from? Are you originally South African? Are you originally? I really pray that an angel locates me and like help me out towards like my setup, because I really need like a professional setup for you guys to like see properly, like when I'm talking to you about what that I want to talk to you guys about, because I cannot project it properly. You guys don't see. Please guys, if you guys, hi, can you guys see me? If you guys find my life interesting, please drop a like, please. Don't forget to like the live, please. A woman who watches soccer. Of course I do. The African World Cup is like the best. It's literally the best. Okay. Okay, so yeah, I got it. I know now how to do this. Okay, look. No, this side is this side. Let me see. Okay. This side is darker. Okay, do you guys see what I'm showing you guys? This is how they were planning. Like, when I tell you that Moroccans are robbing us, literally there are. Please don't forget to like the live stream. So what are Moroccan doing? Look, you see, Moroccans cheated on all their games. And when you watch their games from the beginning, try to go and watch it. It was lame. They were playing like really, really badly. But since it's them that organize it, and it's been like since the time of the dinosaurs that they never got another World Cup, like the African World Cup, they decided to do everything, even if it's cheating. And a lot of their main streamers, influencers said that, and they were passing it as a joke, but we know that it's corrupted. So what happened? So they did a list. Love from Scotland. Love you too. So look at the list. The list is to eliminate every threat to them, to be sure that they win. And they were very, very wise with their list, because when they played against Mali, Mali didn't play along with your rules. And Mali, what did they do? Mali decided to play for real. And Mali won against Morocco. They were able to win against Morocco. So Moroccans were pissed. So they were like, let's fix games according to how the teams are based and set. And let's make sure that it's strategically proportionate and it doesn't look too sus, for us to make sure like the best teams get out. So that is how they did. They first got out Mali, like you can see it here. They first got up Mali, saying that Mali was the most smallest team. I'm sorry, but if you were to reevaluate it, it's actually Morocco that is the lowest team. Then you have this one. You have Cameroon. So Cameroon against them, they have a grudge against us, and they did late time changements, and they used the referee on their favor, and they were highly favored on that game, to the point that I am so pissed and I'm so upset for people to say that we Cameroonians were just crying about the game but we didn't give a good performance. I'm sorry, guys. Can you guys imagine that we were broken in every sense? I really just wish that each team that was talking BS on Cameroon would have lived that game. They would have been on the field with them and experienced it, to be able to understand what we went through. Anyways, that's the thing for that. Then they made sure to put Ivory Coast and Egypt. Ivory Coast and Egypt. They know Ivory Coast is very strong and they wanted that game to look fair. I'm so disappointed by the Ivorian team. I am so disappointed. They left. The Ivorian team didn't give us a good performance at all. The Ivorian team, I don't know what they ate today, but it was they weren't doing enough passes together, and they weren't giving us a real game. And I'm like, hello, what is going on? Can anybody tell me what is going on? Like, it was not it. And but they had a lot of opportunities though. Ivorians could have easily won way for, like, they missed like more than 5 goals. If they were like more focused, if people were like, the people from the front team were well placed, there were like good rotations and stuff like that, we would have had a better game and Ivory Coast would have still been into the game. But guess what? Because normally I'm sure that it was supposed to be Morocco versus Ivory Coast, but whatever. They said we were lame, so they got us out. Now the next victim on their list to get it, it is Nigeria, and I'm sure that Nigeria is going to expand, like leave the like a nightmare. No, actually no. It's robbed. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know. Are you watching the games actually? Are you actually watching the games? Because most of it is robbed. Most of it is robbed. It's well planned and well robbed. Like Ivory Coast, their elimination today was deserved because they didn't give the game. They didn't play at all. For Cameroon, it was very unfair because they knew Cameroon would have passed. For Cameroon, they made sure the pressure was there. And the favor against Mali, it was unfair. Like, there was a bigger favor because when you see the game Senegal and Mali, Senegal that was scoring each of their games minimum 3 goals, with Mali they struggled that hard, and the referee is with them to help them win the game. That is very sauce. That is very sus. That's why I'm telling you that I think it's but. Guys, don't forget to like the live, please. Don't forget to like the live stream. What do you mean? What am I talking about? Didn't you see what was happening with the referee? Oh, we didn't watch the same game. The referee was robbed. And I really pray that like the same thing we went through, the same thing we went through, the freaking same thing we went through. I pray on everything I have on earth that they make Nigeria experience it, for you to understand that Cameroon wasn't crying about the game. Cameroon was actually robbed. Cameroon was actually robbed, because I saw the game and there are a lot of things that they did. Okay, can you tell me if it's fair? You are in your team, okay, right? Let's say you're playing soccer, right? Okay, you're in your team and stuff. Y'all are playing, but your team, when you guys are about to attack, the fault that you guys are doing, it's not blown by the referee. The referee doesn't consider it. When you guys touch the opposite team, I'm talking in the beginnings, like the first 10 minutes, like as soon as you touch the opponent, they start rolling around and stuff like that. They start complaining. The referee start giving you yellow cards, and then when you guys are trying to have the ball, they're jumping on you, boxing you, beating you guys up. The referees ain't saying none. Those are the first 15 minutes, because the referee knows that your strategy is to play with pressure and very technical and stuff like that. And the referee makes sure they break up your game and break up your spirit in the 10 to 10 to 15 minutes, the first 10 to 15 minutes. They make sure they ruin your game from the start. So you're not sure if you're supposed to go and attack. How are you going to take the ball without getting a yellow card and stuff like that? No, I'm talking about yellow card. I'm talking about yellow card. They sent us 2 yellow cards in the beginning. And to act if it was fair, the same referee gave them 2 yellow cards by the end of the game when they were already winning. If you get 2 yellow cards at the end of a game, it doesn't matter, because you know you already won your game, so you guys are not scared of anything anymore. But in the beginning of the game, getting 2 yellow cards, that is scary, because you're like more careful, you're like more scared to do anything. Because playing 10 against 14 people, and do you know, I know you guys are going to talk about the game. Do you know that they blocked tickets for the Cameroonian supporters? It's not about that. I'm against them because they're robbing the team. They're robbing the competition. They're robbing it. And I didn't say I was against Algeria. I said against Algeria, I had a problem with them when they mocked the Lukumba personality. I was against him. I was against Algeria for that. And I was against Algeria because they robbed Burkina. I am against Morocco because they have a really bad team and they're stealing and robbing all of their games. And Egypt, like, I didn't talk about Egypt. Tunisia was really bad, so they left very early. And Egypt, they're playing the game. They are playing the game, but the against Ivory Coast, it wasn't their best game. And Egypt also got like robbed South Africa. I don't know. Are you watching the games or not? Did you see what Egypt did to South Africa, or you weren't watching the games? Are you watching the games? Because I feel like I'm talking to myself. I feel like you're not watching the game. I'm not talking based on my feelings or whatsoever. I'm talking about based on the football game that I'm seeing. And if I'm wrong, you're free to say whatever you think, right? This would be so fun. This would be so fun if I could bring people up to have a debate. That DR Congo fan is not special. Let's not treat him like a king. Of course he is special. He is special. He is a special person. Can you stand up for 90 minutes with the hand up without moving a little bit? For 90 minutes. The only time you move is like during like the 15 minutes. So like You do 90 minus 15. Can you stand that long with a hand up? And do you know what he was representing? Because it's easy to hate. It's very, very easy to hate on somebody else, but you don't know, right? That is why he's special. You don't know what he is representing. It's easy to hate and say like, oh yeah, because me, when I give my opinion about something, you say that I'm hating on them, but I'm telling you the actual truth. And the truth is what? Is that he was representing a statue of a person, a big monument that fought for Congo. And that monument is in common with Algeria. And it shocked the Algerians that they actually mocked that statue because they have a history in common about that person who fought for rights and slavery. Some like a story about that. It was a very, very great man. And to have somebody come in and represent them like that, a human being that is standing up for that long up, people were shocked. That is what made him a celebrity, plus the story that he was representing. And the people were very appreciative and saw it very valuable and respectful. So I do not see the problem around that. And yes, he is special. I wouldn't stand up for a whole game. And imagine he's emotionless most of the game. He's only happy during his breaks, and he has one break. And at the end of the game. So imagine that. And plus, there's the additional times. So 90 minutes, he doesn't move. He doesn't sweat. He doesn't laugh. He doesn't dance. Nothing. He's there. So yeah, he's somebody special, and I think that is very disrespectful of the Algerians to mock it. It's very, very disrespectful. Well, it's your opinion. If you think that is not disrespectful, that is you. That is on you. But me, I found it really, really disrespectful. And not only me, a lot of medias found it disrespectful. A lot of people find it disrespectful. So it's normal. And what was I about to say? I was about to say something. 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 Yeah. No, but there were many things that were unfair during these games. And for Algeria, there's like one hand that they didn't blow. Like the referee didn't count one fault that would really impact the game for Algerians. So Algerians were very pissed about it. But I was very disappointed in the Algerians because they started fighting against the Nigerian supporters. Like, it's not because you didn't get your thing right that you're supposed to fight against people. It's not fair. It is really, really not fair. No, but I still have a lot to say about this. I still have a lot to say. I still have a lot to say. I think like there are many things that we should work on. Many, many things. Wait a minute. Let me go and find a good picture about let me go and find African or rap. Guys, welcome in. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Guys, don't forget to drop likes. 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 Can you guys send me hearts, please? Can you guys send me hearts, please? Am I lagging? Am I lagging? Am I lagging? Can you guys see me? Am I lagging? Can you guys see me? See me? See me? Am I lagging? Lagging? No, I'm not lagging. Okay, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Well, 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 well. African World Cup. It's something. It's all a whole lot of scenario. Da-da-dum. Uh, da-da-dum. Da-da-dum. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Okay, 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 okay. So I'm going to keep talking about what I was saying. Okay, well, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Which language do you guys speak? English or French? Are you guys speaking English or French? Do you guys speak English or French? English or French? English or French? What language do you guys speak? Welcome in. Do you guys watch a World Cup? Anyways, I'm going to keep talking about my subject. So, what was I about to say? I don't know. I feel like it would be more fun if I could have more audience. I think the audience is going to come with time. I probably think so. That with time people are going to show up. Because I really want like different debates, different perspective. I want different interactions, like your different mindsets and stuff like that. Because it's good to exchange. It's very interesting to exchange with people that are passionate about something. What do you guys think about the African World Cup in Canada? Not in Canada, in Morocco. What do you guys think about the African World Cup organized in Morocco? What do you think about the organization? What do you think about what is going on? I want to know about what you guys think. What do you guys think? 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 Où est ton papa? Dis-moi où est ton papa? Sans même devoir lui parler, il sait ce qui ne va pas. Un sacré papa, dis-moi où es-tu caché? Ça doit faire au moins 1000 fois qu'on a bouffé nos doigts. Et... Oh, I'm thinking about something. It would be good. It would be good. Debates are not easy. Debates are not easy. We cannot all be together all the time. That's what I noticed with time. Is that we cannot all have the same vision of what we see or what we think. The African World Cup and Moroccans. It is very funny. Like, do you know the funniest part and the funniest side of Moroccans? Is planning to steal and bragging about a fraudulent thing. I don't know. They give me like the Miss Universe vibe. It is crazy. There's first the Miss Universe that gets robbed. Now is the soccer that gets robbed. What are they going to rob us else? I'm just wondering at this point. When is it going to stop? Question. When is it going to stop? Because at this point, it doesn't make no sense. Can they stop robbing us at some point? It would be good. would be really, really good. But anyways, we're going to get used to that with time. Um, Mitra, 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 Mitra. This is weird. It's a tournament. It's fair for me. Morocco deserves to win. I don't think you watch soccer. I asked you where are you from. You didn't answer. You said you live in South Africa. As a South African, thinking that Moroccan deserve it, it's weird. Because even South Africans found it unfair. So it's very funny that you think that is fair. It's very funny. You have the right to think that they deserve to win. That is your choice. That is your thought. You could think or accept whatever you feel, but I feel that is the most rough competition ever. And that is sad. That is sad because people talk about corruption of the African World Cup in like a lot of countries, but you know, at the minimum, like they try to be fair play at some point. Like 2 years ago when it was Ivory Coast that organized it, they didn't cheat, they didn't favor themselves. They really struggled and fought to get very, very far for that. But then them, they didn't even try. They didn't even try. They just cheated. And you can see their shitty game and you're like, damn. You're like, damn, that is really not fair. Guys, don't forget to drop a like, please. Like the live stream, please. Please, please, please. We played against 10 men. Egypt, we don't deserve to be in the African corn. But do you watch South Africa? I'm confused. Are you really South African? Don't you know that you guys are one of the most best team? Wait, do you watch soccer? That is my question because I cannot understand what you're saying. I think that I'm dreaming. Like I promise you, I think that I'm dreaming. Okay, are you a woman or are you a man? I'm trying to understand. My girlfriend cheated on me with my sister. They're engaged now. Damn, that is sad. But I'm talking about soccer. Hello, Jason. How are you? Where are you guys watching me from? No, but you guys don't understand. You guys have a strong team. Egyptians had to rob you guys to be sure to pass. Egyptian had to rob you guys. They couldn't have not robbed you guys to be able to pass this far. South Africans are really, really good. So I cannot comprehend that you guys are saying that you guys don't have a team. Of course, you guys have a lot of work to do. And actually, we are the one who shocked South Africa because the game South Africa against Cameroon, normally South Africa was supposed to win because most of the team are very scared of South Africans. You guys are very strong. I don't understand. It's just that Cameroon just like surprised everybody during this game. Us even, they also surprised us. We weren't expecting this. It's not about being poor or not. There are many things happening in Congo. They're still playing. There are a lot of things happening in Cameroon. They're still playing. It's nothing being about poor. Do you know that the Nigerian team is not getting paid? Do you know that every game that the Nigerian team won, they didn't get paid? They didn't get paid against Mozambique. They didn't get paid against all the teams. But Nigeria is still one of the most performing. We can see all the Nigerians bragging about having a lot of money and stuff like that. They're really poor too. You South Africans are not the only one. But I'm wondering, are you guys actually watching soccer? New Zealand will win the World Cup. I do not know the New Zealand team, so I would have to watch it closely. What are you folks talking about? I hope it's not soccer. We're talking about soccer, Shane. And I love soccer, and we're talking about the African World Cup, and I really want to talk about it. Wait, did Ivory Coast deserve to win the last African? Was that fair? That was very fair. They fought every game fairly. They fought every game fairly. And the craziest side of Ivory Coast is that they didn't even have it a favorite on their side. So I don't understand why. What is the connection with the poverty in South Africa and their game? South Africa ranked 57 out of 61 countries. The South African team is literally 4 places away from the worst. That is what you think. I'm not talking about the World Cup, but I'm talking about the African World Cup. And in the African World Cup, South Africa is one of the strongest this last days, this last years. This last years they were very, very strong. They went so far and they scared a lot of teams. They're not bad players at all. They just got robbed by Egypt. Egypt, which is the most scariest team and apparently the strongest team. Why did they rob South Africa? If they didn't rob South Africa, South Africa would have won. Because you guys are strong. So why do people endorse the behavior? It's interesting to wonder about. What are you talking about? Corny Alisu. What are you talking about? I'm not sure to understand. Um, Playing for your national team doesn't mean not deserve any payment. Stop it, Nigeria. Exactly. Nigeria is being very, very, very unfair. Nigeria is being very corrupt. And I feel very sad because nobody's talking about it. Like the media is like they just randomly ignore it. And I'm really touched. I hope that they got paid against Algeria. I hope they're going to get a certain part of funds. Like, I don't understand why people are not talking about it. They're not getting paid for every games that they're winning. And they did a boycott, but the boycott didn't show or give anything to them. Guys, don't forget to like the stream. Just drop one like, please. If you like the stream, just drop one like, please. One like, it would really help me. It would be African Cup, not World Cup. World Cup includes the whole world. Well, we call it the African World Cup. Why? Because initially, I don't know. Do you know, guys, how the African World Cup was made? The African World Cup was made. Well, you can say African World Cup. You can say African Cup of African. Anyways, the way that it was created is because the World Cup was created without Africans because we were colonized and they didn't care about like Africans at all because we were in your colonies and they didn't want nothing to do with us in the World Cup, didn't want nothing to do with us in the FIFA, Champions League, and a lot of big organization that they were making. So that is how we end up talking about that. Come on. Come on, guys. I don't know how to mute comments here. I need mods with time. I will try. But yeah, I'm going to try to okay. Okay. Now I learned something new on YouTube, so I'm going to yeah. That is incorrect. The first World Cup was won by colonized country. 1 second. So you want to say that my sources are wrong? Okay, let me go and check it. Who won the first World Cup? Let me write it down because you guys, I am not crazy on my sources. FIFA Liga. Okay. It's Uruguay. It's Uruguay that won it. You're wrong, actually. You're wrong. You're wrong. The first country to won the first World Cup was Uruguay. Uruguay is not in Africa. It's a South American. South American Republic is not in Africa. And I know I'm not wrong about that. Like, I know where I have my sources from, and I know. I'm not talking about colonized country. I'm talking about... I know, but I'm talking about us. We were black. They didn't want nothing to do with black people in general. For them, Africa would, like, black people, they didn't want to mix themselves. Like, they didn't want to mix themselves. That is how Egypt, because it's Egypt that the African World Cup was created by Egypt, Ethiopia, and another country, I forgot. Because they didn't invite us to any of their things. Have you seen the league? The league of what? Two girls in one fun cup. Two girls, one fun cup. No, I have not seen that league. What is that? What is that about, Farda? Dynarks. Thank you. Yeah, but those are the reasons that they didn't want us in. Like, we could say, racist. They were racist towards us. If you want me to say it like that, I could say they were just racist. Y'all remember the little Moroccan girl that got the Cristiano Ronaldo hella mad? I do not know about it. I don't know about that. Like, I didn't know about that. Like, I'm into football, but I'm not into football like that. I love watching the African World Cup a lot. And every game of Real, Barca, and PSG. I don't watch it much like that, like before. So that's why. About the African World Cup, I could say a lot about it, but the rest I can't really. Do you know that the real Egyptians were black people? Of course I do know that. Of course I do know that the real Egyptian people were black. And that is why, like, Egypt were one of the creators and main founders, because black people weren't allowed to get in those big competition. Where are you from? I'm from Africa. I'm going to let you guess the country. I've talked a lot about my country, a lot. But I will let you guess that Pharaoh. You guys have, like, fancy names, so it's really hard. I was talking mainly about the African World Cup in Morocco. I was saying that the African World Cup in Morocco is robbed. It's very robbed. And we mentioned to the side that you know how the Nigerians are bragging about the million of dollars that they have, but you know, like, yo, I don't know for you guys. I know that I'm getting away from the subject. We're talking mainly about soccer, but the Nigerian situation that the team are not paid for every game that they're winning shows how much the country is poor. Because think a little bit. You remember about Anthony Joshua? Anthony Joshua just won about $100 million. He just won $100 million, and he gets to Africa. He gets into a car accident that unfortunately, he lost his two best friends. There was no ambulance. They just carry him up and put him in a police small vehicle. That was tragic. And, like, it shows you the other side. And they said things about, like, the prime minister or something. That is crazy. You are from Uganda? No. That is very, very, very far. Uganda. You gotta wash the dishes. You don't know how to wash the dishes? Why would you want me to wash the dishes? You don't know how to? Ill King. Somewhere in West Africa. West Africa? No. I'm not in West Africa. I'm Moroccan and not even supporting the Moroccan team. Are you for real, Kira? Why? Kira, that is interesting. That is very interesting. Tell me, why don't you support the Moroccan team? Because people think that I hate Morocco. I do not hate Morocco. I don't hate them. I think that they're just being overly exaggeratedly unfair in everything, and damn it, even like the world is seeing that, and it's giving a very bad image about Moroccans, because years ago Moroccans were very praised in everything that they would do. Like, you know, when we talk about racist countries, like Morocco would be left aside. They were called as a welcome country, beautiful, nice, welcoming, humble, this, that. But the soccer, corruption, damn, like, hello. Well, Nigeria is the greatest country in Africa. We want to say that Nigeria is the greatest country in Africa for our ego, but let's be honest and for real. There are main problems in. What do you mean they're overrated? Come on. Are you because I saw you. Let me see. Let me help you. Let me help you. Okay. Yeah, you can ask another question. Guys, don't forget to like the live, please. I'm very new here. Hi, you, and where are you guys watching me from? And is the topic interesting for you guys? Where are you guys watching me from? Is the topic interesting? Don't forget to like if you're interested by the topic. We're talking about African World Cup. So if any team you guys are supporting, just let me know. What do you think about the organization? What do you think about the teams? Which one was your favorite teams and stuff like that? No, I'm not having no beef with Nigeria, but there are a lot of problems going on into Nigeria right now. From Seattle, oh, nice to meet you, Uptown. No, I have no problem with Nigeria. I'm just saying that right now, people are not talking enough about it, but Nigeria is going through a lot. First, the problem with the emergency in Nigeria, and now it's about your football team. The African World Cup football team are not getting paid for every games that they're winning. And guess what? Nigeria is one of the best team in this African World Cup. Each game they scored 3-0, 4-0, 3-2, 3-0. Like they do like crazy scores and they're not getting paid. And I'm not sure they got paid for today. They won today, but I do not think they got paid for it. Guys, don't forget to like the live stream, please. Don't forget to like the live stream. Please, 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 please. Nah, it's not like that. Haha. In reality, we are drawing in poverty, and our country is spending a lot of money on sports. Actually, maybe I hate the national team. Huh? Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, people told me that you guys have a lot of things going on in your country. Like, oh, and there's news that is coming out on the, because there's one of your people, your leaders in Morocco, one of your big head Morocco leaders. People are talking about him now, that he is investing everything in order for Morocco to win. But that is so sad. And I understood that Morocco is going through a lot, because I don't understand, like, you guys cannot even pay the tickets to get into the stadium to support the teams. Like, a lot of Moroccans are forced to wait 5 to 10 minutes to be able to enter the stadium. They barely pay their tickets. Well, I love the can. I love the can. That is why I don't talk a lot about classical because it doesn't favor African countries. You know, I love to talk about, because me, I'm a content creator. I didn't present myself. I'm an actress, influencer, content creator, um, pageant. I'm a model. I do a lot of things and I invest on the side, and I talk about like things that pushes Africa in front, you know. And me, I want to focus on everything that has to go with Africa, you know. And I think we don't value enough Africans. I know that there's a champion league for Africa. There's a Europa, you know, those fancy games. Like there's the same thing. There's also African FIFA. There's all that, but we do not talk about it because people do not know about it, and because we, for a long time, we didn't value ourselves enough. We wanted to be accepted by the other people, you know. You know what I mean when I say the other people. We wanted to be accepted so badly by them that we deny ourselves, deny where we come from, and we neglect ourselves. So that is why I favor more talking about everything that concerns Africa and that will push Africa to go on the next level. Like I'm trying to talk with like the big influencers to see how we can put some value in those small things. Instagram page. I have the same name as here. So what do you think about Mali and Burkina Faso? Mali and Burkina Faso. Well, Mali performed. They were I think Mali was better than Burkina Faso. From I don't know. I think Mali was better than Burkina Faso because they had real hard games, but they still made it through. They made it through. Burkina Faso, I saw them playing is I don't know. They're good countries in general, but for the African World Cup, we could. It wasn't giving. Guys, don't forget to like the live stream, please. Please like it. Just drop one like. It would really help me a lot if you think it's interesting. Kira is the same name as my YouTube channel. But Mali were I. But in between Mali, like normally Mali was supposed to pass. The Senegal team that I saw, they're very. Senegal this year, they're not really giving like that. Senegal is like when it's a small team, you can see Senegal like just going for it and bragging. But when it's bigger teams, they're struggling. Because I don't understand why Senegal struggled against Mali. Senegal thought that they were really strong, but we didn't see that. You wanted to guess. Um, okay, let me tell you a location. I'm in the central of Africa. It's somewhere in the central. I'm somewhere around the central of Africa. Welcome, guys. Where are you guys watching me from? Don't forget to like the live stream. Where are you guys watching me from? We're talking about the African World Cup, so I want to hear your opinions. What do you think about the African World Cup? In Morocco, is it rough? What do you think about the game today? The day yesterday? The games yesterday. Not Congo, but you're not far. Not Angola, but you're not far. You're good at guessing, but not far. Just go a little bit. Go a little bit. But I feel like you only know like French, like English countries. Am I wrong? Wait a minute. I know we're really changing completely subject, but did you guys see the tour of Ishowspeed in Africa, and what do you guys think about it? Let's change topic because I feel like people don't really care about Africa. World Cup on YouTube. On YouTube, let me talk about Ishowspeed. Since Ishowspeed is a streamer, let's go for him. Because I think you guys care more about like European football than the African football. So it's okay. I respect that. let's put some value on Africa then. Where's the Ishowspeed commercial? We're going to talk about Ishowspeed then. I know it's going to take me some time to grow back my live stream, but it's okay. Why can't I find the picture? I cannot find my picture. Give me 1 second, guys. 1 second. If you guys are talking in the comment section, I cannot see. I'm sorry. I'm looking for something super duper important to narrate my next topic. It's super important. I talked about Ishowspeed not long ago. Why don't I find it? Okay, you know what? I'm going to send back the picture. We're going to talk about Ishowspeed. She's showing the greatest. He's showing the greatest of Africa. Yeah, I am so proud of him as a streamer. He went through a lot, and I saw one of his videos today, and it actually made me cry because he was talking about the fact that when he went to China, when he went to all those other countries, he was being bullied, he was being mocked, he was being treated like badly treated, like they were very super duper racist through him towards him. They were super racist, and when he came to Africa, he felt home, he felt welcome, he's living his best life. No, I didn't go to Morocco. I never visited, but I think Ishowspeed is going to go. But you guys, what do you guys think about Ishowspeed, his tour? Did you guys learn things on Africa that you guys didn't know? It is funny how people said they were really shocked to know that in Africa people actually had money, because we only see the basic side, and it's funny how we think so low of Africa that makes us not even travel at all. It's very sad. It's very sad that we don't take time to travel around the world. Wait a minute, let me see if I can find there was a better poster about his tour. Ishowspeed Africa tour. Let me see. I'm looking for a good picture. I know. Guys, can you guys like the stream? Give me 2 seconds. I'm just going to get a picture about my next topic. I should have prepared it. I'm sorry, but I'm getting used to YouTube. I'm just literally getting used to YouTube. My question is, what was he expecting going to this country? Honestly, what Ishowspeed, according to what American movies, education, and medias was showing about Africa, they always show that Africa is poor. And many big influencers, when they go to Africa, they only show the poor side of Africa. They only show the charity part of Africa, where like you can see like African. Can you guys see me? You can see like Africans struggling crazy. Like it gives like a very bad image of Africa in general. Like they think that we have no Wi-Fi. They were surprised that we had Wi-Fi. They were surprised that we had restaurants. They were surprised that we had clean roads. They were surprised that we had auto routes. They were surprised that we had bridge. Americans think so low, and the whole world thinks so low about Africa. Africa for them is the jungles. Like, when I came to Canada and stuff, my first years in Canada, like I'm sorry, but like the Canadians were asking me, oh, do you guys wake up next, like do you wake up next to like gorillas? Do you guys wake up next to like lions? Do you like use antelopes to go around and stuff like that? And I was like, yeah. When I wake up, I talk to my elephant. So like I beat my ears like that. And then my elephant is going to understand that I need him to go and fetch me some water, you know. And for the Wi-Fi, like we sing, and then we get some Wi-Fi connection to be able to like type. And then yeah, like they really think so low about us. What do you mean you guys are sick of Ishowspeed? Why? No, I'm not saying Ishowspeed. Ishowspeed demystify those things, but Americans in general and European think so low about Africa. That's what the media outlets push for them. Of course, that's what they want to show. And when you see that, you understand that all these years, the real fraud was never social media. Because for so long, hi Blink, how are you doing? For so long, social media made us think that, no, for so long, medias made us think that social media were bad. Like, you know, the press, all those stuff, they would lie a lot on so much stuff because they wanted to push the country, things like they're very like, but Africa is really poor. We got robbed by Europe and America, and now we're immigrating their country and God asked a big question like that. Of course, because that is their way to shame us. And the thing is that there are many contracts that are not broken. Like we can think that we're independent, but honestly, the way that we're still living in those conditions is because there's so many contracts that are not broken. If they don't break every contract accords with the Europeans and the Americans, we're still going to stay at the level that we are. And also, the biggest problem, I wouldn't even say is the colonization, me is the mindset. The African mindset is crooked. Like, Africans think so low of themselves and they're so mean in between each other. You can see this country is fighting this country, this other country is fighting this. We're all on the same continent. But when we go outside there, they all see us like monkeys. They all see us like monkeys. And Ishowspeed showed it. You're so sweet. Of course. Like, I love educating myself, but you're so sweet. Thank you so much. It's very nice of you. I appreciate it. Guys, if you guys are liking the live stream, please don't forget to like it. Please just drop one like. It would really help me. So yeah, that is my personal WhatsApp that grow. That's the thing. That's the thing. That's the thing that I thank America for that. You know, I can criticize a lot Americans, but something that I cannot deny, that I cannot speed on Americans is that type of mindset. When you want to talk about mindset, when you want to talk about business, you have to thank the Americans for the business entrepreneur mindset. We need to take it from them. And also Africans needs to remove from their mind, because you know, I understand due to the colonization, African think that for them being rich is to work hard, but they're not working smart. That is my problem. Let me show you an example. I could see a lot of these women in Africa, they don't mind doing like little works, like going to sell on the road each and every day, get a little bit of money and go and have fun with it, eat a little bit. But if she started saving and she started opening things, for example, I see these women that sells eggs, you know, egg sellers. You can start buying egg and selling it, but buying and selling is not enough to make money. So now when you understand that buying and selling, you can sell eggs and it's going to give you money, then you think about start saving. And then when you think starting to save, you can then get a little farm where you can have your egg, you can have your farm. And then when the chickens start growing, you make sure that the chickens that can produce you eggs and stuff like that. And from there, when you start getting your eggs, you can sell now chicken and you can sell eggs in different ways, and that makes you a bigger effective. And if you see that your kids have some time after school or on weekends, your kids can help you sell on weekends and you take care of it during the week. And you can hire like we sometimes have like, those little girls that cannot go to school, but our moms cannot finance their schooling plus their kids schooling, so they can use those girls to help them sell, because hiring a stranger is way harder when you're starting a business, and you guys know the African mindset. So it's better to have that nephew. She doesn't know anything, she's more respectful and stuff like that. She start helping you to sell. Well, there are many things. There are many things, like, I think if we could install it in the mindset of our moms in Africa, like, there are many things that would change. But people love in Africa partying and being pitiful. They like to, like, I think that their mindset is too victimized. Like, they like to be victims. When I say that, people say that, oh, why are you talking like that? Do you know that you're upsetting people? But it's the truth. A lot of Africans love being victims. Do you know how many times people send a lot of money for people to invest, but businesses, they're not doing nothing with that. Exactly. Exactly. Like, because their way of thinking is that they're thinking day by day. Good morning, James from England. I hope you slept tight. Have an amazing morning. Thank you. Thank you for coming by. Guys, don't forget to like the live, please. Drop a like if you find it interesting. Exactly. If you tell like, also people, I feel like they're so lazy. There's some that just like to be workers. And those who like to be workers, they're the one who pay a lot in Africa, because people use them anyhow. And also the victim mindset that annoys me with African is the fact that, can you understand that when African works for their brothers like me, for example, I'm black and my neighbor is black. My neighbor who is black, he would not favor me and he's going to try to rob me. But if he works with a white man, he's going to not care about being robbed by the white man because he values his skin color and thinks that he's superior. And I think that is so, so stupid. Because that's how a lot of our businesses are ruined. You want to invest in Africa, your own family steals on you. But you see those strangers that come and they can build like 5 to 10 business, no problem. But your family don't rob them. And that is really, really sad. It's starting from education, young, and critical thinking. Exactly. Exactly. It's currently 7 a.m. in England. I'm just drinking coffee, so it's beside my fireplace. Keep getting warm. I've pressed it like, oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And how long have you been in England? Are you a native England person or are you from somewhere else? And the education, how do you start? Where do you start? That is why I'm a lot on social media. But my problem with social media is that I do not want to stop only on talking. I pray that God gives me like the finances with time to get to the next level of where I want to get with this way of thinking, with these projects, because I think there's a lot more to go and get. Sheffield, okay, okay, okay. Okay. And you like it there? I don't mind. If you don't mind, what do you do for like a job? Yeah, you had a lot to say. Yo, that is crazy. That is really crazy because it's true. It is very sad. Social media, they love to talk about money. On social media, people love to talk about money. And do you know what? I used to do panels on TikTok because I'm mainly a TikToker. And I used to do a lot of panels on TikTok. And what is insane is that I would do 15 hours of debates. 15 hours of debates. And people would talk to me about like crazy businesses, ideas, and all that. I would find it so interesting. But when I would get in contact personally with them, they are full of bull crap. It's your imaginary project that they're planning to do in 20 years, 30 years. And I'm like, are you kidding me? I wasted 15 hours of my life for this? Yo. Yeah. You didn't get bored of living in the same house, James. You didn't get bored. Hi, Allah. I'm great. You're like, fuck money, let's talk about politics. Yo. Politics is a subject that I avoid a lot because I know how techy that field is. And I do not know YouTube for now. I'm still learning. So I'm going to take my time. You can't have eye speed. What do you mean you can't have eye speed? I don't understand. Yeah. Yeah, but he said his name was Allah Akbar. Allah Akbar. That is his name. But I just pronounced it the beginning. It's like there are people that call themselves like they have their nicknames called Jesus and stuff like that. So I'm like, at this point, I'm like, yeah, whatever. Hi guys, welcome to my live stream. Guys, don't forget to drop me a like, please. Don't forget to drop me a like. But what was I about to say? James, what do you think about investment? What do you think about business? What do you think about all that? And can we talk about the generation of today? You know, parents are parents. The parents that don't care, like they can call them, like there are many kids that I know that are called Jesus, and I know a lot of kids that call themselves that they're called God. So it's going well. And what would you, for the younger generation, what would you suggest them? How did you get into that position? Like, what would you require them to do? Oh, oh my God, I wanted to talk to you about something, Kira, and you guys, if you guys are listening. Do you know how this new generation is so lazy? It is insane how this new generation is so lazy. And you know, I was really, really shocked. I've heard a story, okay? A story not long ago. It's still about females. There are also males that are implicated into that. There are a lot of males that are involved into that. But I heard a story about a female that she left the village and she came in town, and then she met a friend, and then she saw that her friend would go to Dubai, have luxury life. She had a lot of fun stuff going on for herself. You see, like those streamers, influencers, like they look like they're having like their best life. They're having a good time, like they don't need anything, like they're good. And then her friend from the village is seeing all that. She's like, damn. And you know what gets around? Envy. So she's envying her friend, but she doesn't know her friend that much. And then her friend tells her, are you sure you want to get into my life? Are you sure you want what I have? She's like, yeah, I'm ready for it. I have my parents to help and all that. I want to change my life. The new Jenny's cook Dubai chocolate. Yo. So what happened? So like her friend started bringing her to start like selling her body. you know, she was selling herself, like she was like doing like promiscuous stuff. She was like doing sexualizing stuff, sexualizing her body. Like they would go and get sugar daddies, get guys and stuff like that, sleep with them. They would sleep with them and stuff like that and get some money out of it. They would buy them. They would have like sugar daddies from left to right and stuff like that. And that is how she gets involved into all that. And then she falls on this man. But the story changes when it gets to this man. Guys, listen the story. The story changes. So when she gets involved with this man shows her that he's very wealthy, that he can take care of her. He wants her to stop selling her body for money. He wants to change her life. And guess what? That young girl was very beautiful. She was 25 years old. She was in her prime. If you see her body, if you see her face, her look, and you know when somebody's innocent, you know, like they have that type of clean aura, you know, they have good spirit and all that. So that is how I'm 25. For 5 years I was studying in Germany, and a master in sociology and working the same thing, the same time, and nothing changed. It's about laziness, it's about ruling system. Exactly. Yes, I agree. People these days are a waste of time. I prefer working hard on for money. Exactly. Exactly. That is the problem. So the next part of the story, the next part of the story, you guys are going to be shocked. Okay? So what happened? That man keep promising her big dreams like that, and she falls for it, you know? And as soon as she falls for it, she hides it. She doesn't tell her friend about it. She wants to hide it and stuff. So what happened? She wanted to eat her money alone. She wanted to hide, and she wasn't too much around her friends that were selling the body anymore because she thought she had it. He bought her an apartment, and he was paying the rent every month and sending her enough to be able to get things for herself. And I forgot to mention, you guys, when she first got to town, that 25-year-old girl, she had a little job. She had a little job, and it's on her little job that she met that friend of hers, and that friend showing a fancy lifestyle. So that is how that man one day tells her, sit her down and tells her like, okay, my baby girl, what do you want? Like, how can I change your life? Like, what do you aspire for? What do you want to do with your life? Do you have any business? Thank you. Thank you so much, ASDF. ASDF. So he says like you have that, what are your dreams? And then she says, oh, I want to have a hair salon. I want to take care of eyebrows and all that, that. So the guy is like, okay, no problem. He sends her the money for her to buy the place, but he didn't send her the money to go and get the product for her boutique. So she opens her boutique, clean things up. And then at the stage when she started asking for the money for the products, that is when things start getting complicated. And then is how she gets tricked. He's like, oh, I have something important to tell you. That's what he tells the girl. And then she's like, okay, what is it? He doesn't want to say it on the phone. He said, when I'm going to finish my trip, I'm going to come and we're going to talk about it. And then she's like, okay. And then that's how she gets home. And he has the key of her apartment. And he gets to her place. And then guess what? That is how she gets home and she sees three men drinking, vibing, chilling, having fun. Da da da. Why is Speed your BG? My background? Because I was talking about Speed before, but like I had a story to sensibilize the generation. We are talking about the tour of Speed in Africa and thoughts, but we finished with that subject. So for the next part of the story, so that's how those three men are at home. And then she's confused. She's like, oh, but you said that you were about to talk to me about something important. It's like, yeah, don't worry, just chill around. And from the vibe, she understands that that man wants her to sleep with three of them. They want to do, you know, a three thing. And then she's really shocked. She takes him on the side and she's like, "Oh, that wasn't part of the deal. Like, you told me that we were about to talk about it, but you never warned me about all this." It's like, "No, it's okay. Just chill. Just get into the vibe. Don't worry. Everything is going to be okay. Don't stress yourself out." And she's very panicked, but she's like, "Okay." So she decides to get a drink. And the drink that she decided is to drink juice, but she didn't know juice, they put something inside. So like she's drinking her juice and smiling and laughing, but then that is how she passed out. And when she passed out through the drinking and stuff like that, there was something in that. So like then the three men, they all go on her. The three men go on her. And they did that for all the whole night. They went on her, one at a time, one at a time. The three men. That's how in the morning she wakes up, she doesn't understand what is going on, but she feels that her body is different. And then when she sees that her body is different, she's like really like stressed out and she's like, what is going on? Like, what is this? And she calls him. She's like, what happened to me? What happened to my body? And he's like, what do you mean? Da, da, da. I slept with you. What's wrong? We always do that together. He's like, but I don't remember anything, but I can feel that my body changed. And guess what? They didn't sleep only with her on the main place. They also slept with her on the other place. You know, we have two, this, instead of the main place, they did the main and behind too. So that is how it started getting bad for her, because she started bleeding from the other side, and it starts going on crazy, 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 crazy. She start bleeding from the other side, and then she's worried. Then the man is starting to hide it, and he's like, no, don't worry about it, it's nothing, you're going to feel all right. She's like stressed. She's like, okay, but all that, you didn't send me the money yet. And guess what, he asked her to do that for him to send the second part of the money for her to start her business. But it's been weeks now that he's turning around. And those weeks going around, that is how she goes to the hospital to get a checkup, because her friend told her that it's not normal. When she called her friend to tell her about the story and stuff, they went to the hospital. She went to the hospital. She didn't go with her friend. And then she arrives in the hospital and they do a checking of all her whole body and stuff like that. Sorry. They do a whole checking. Welcome, guys. Please drop a like if you're liking the live stream. No, it's a story of I have a person that I follow on TikTok, and her goal is like to talk about real stories. She talk about real life stories of people that come and tell it to her for them to warn the generation. So it's a true life story. You see? So that is how the story happens, and it's going to get worse. Then, when she get the results, do you know the worst sickness that you can get when you don't protect yourself properly, when you do sex? When you do sex, the worst, the worst sickness. Yeah, imagine the HI. Yeah, she got it. She got it. Plus her ton of problems that she had. Yeah, she got it. But guess what? It gets even worser. You thought it was the end of the story, but the story is just beginning. When she has it like that, she start stressing. Like for her, the better option is if she was pregnant. But no, she had the worst actually. But then, guess what? She calls that man. Why are you putting the oil celebrity photo in the background? What are you talking about, the oil celebrity? No, no, she didn't. No, 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 she didn't. But let me tell you the story. It's getting worse. That is not Didi. That is Ishowspeed. That is Ishowspeed, if you guys don't know. It's Ishowspeed. Wait. Ishowspeed. I'm not talking about Didi. I'm talking about Ishowspeed. But I was talking about Ishowspeed. Wait, so the story continues. The story continues. Then she calls the man and tells him that she tested positive for that. She tested positive. And then the man, do you know how he reacts, that man? That man is like, no, it's impossible. No, no, no. No, she didn't tell him on the phone. She tell him to come. When he comes in real life, she show him the proofs of the analysis. And he's like, no, it's impossible. You can never get that from me and all. I'm a clean guy. Da 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 da. Nah, nah, don't worry. I'm going to bring you to a better clinic. And then that is how he shows her a clinic that he paid the doctors for them to trick the results. So they trick the results, they redo it again, and they tell her she doesn't have the HIV thing. And then that is how she tells the story to her friend. You know, oh look, this is what happened, da da da, and then they laugh about it and it passed, you know. And then she was all happy, she was skipping her activities and stuff like that, you know. She started going around along with her work, but the man became very distant and very mean to her. He didn't want to respond to her calls anymore. He was treating her like just one of the random girls and somebody annoying. He was paying for her thing. He wasn't even getting around her anymore. He was sending her around because he knew that she had the HI thing, you know. So that is how he didn't care about her. He was just like just pushing her around, pushing her around, pushing her around, and then gets to the point that she falls extremely sick. When she falls extremely sick, she's really panicking, so she gets to the hospital, and the hospital tell her that her condition is very critical and all that. And when they test her again, they show her the results, and she's like, no, it's impossible. The person with who I slept with told me that it's not possible. He brought me to a personal clinic, and then they told her, go to another clinic and test yourself, and you're going to see that it's true. And then she goes and tests herself somewhere else and stuff like that, and she learns that that man lied to her. Imagine. It is such a tragic and sad story. She gets lied on, and guess what? When she learns that, she's so upset that she called that man and she tells him that, oh, why did you lie to me? I'm really sick. I should have continued my treatments and stuff like that. But he didn't want to pay for her treatment. He didn't want to pay, and he didn't even pay for her business. He told that he's going to open her business. He didn't even pay for that. None of all that. And that is how finally, at the end of the story, guess what? She has to get back to her parents' house. She cannot tell them that she has the HIV thing. She loses her friend because that her friend tells so everybody around them that she has it. So people start treating her weirdly. Her friends kick her out of her house. She gets kicked out of her apartment. And now she's super miserable and she's just 25 years old. Imagine. Imagine. That is insane. Yo, I don't know, but do you know, have you ever had a naive friend? Have you ever had a naive friend? Have you ever had a friend like that is so naive, like you can make them believe that the world is blue? Do fish see water? That is a good question. Honestly, I do not know. Yes, you have already had a naive friend, Blink? Like when I say naive, like a friend that you would tell them anything, they're going to believe. Like for example, you tell them the sky is red, they're going to believe that it's red. Do you wake up after sleeping? Am I supposed to wake down after sleeping? I don't know. What type of question is that? Are you trying to trick me with your questions? Rum. But anyways, that was a sad story. That was a really sad story. I know the more the story goes on, the more the story like just annoys you. I have to be honest, haha. Yeah, I know that you have to be honest, but me too, I'm the same person. But you always have those type of people that believe everything. They're very gullible. You can make them believe anything you want. You can easily use them. You can easily, and it's sad. It's sad. It's super sad, but there are people like that. They can believe anything you tell them. But I'm so happy happy about you, Kira. Keep working, keep doing your hustles. Nothing is easy in life. And I heard some weird news around. There are always weird things going on. Anyways, nice to meet you, Kira. Nice to meet you, Blink. Nice to meet you, Rama. Ram. So my time is up. I am super duper tired. I'm going to try to do live stream way longer, and I'll try to write down topics for us to have a better fluent conversation and just go around with it. I don't know if you guys are going to be here again, but nice to meet you. I always meet like new people all the time. Yeah, but there are people like that. They do you know that those smart people are the most insecure people? And when you need to manipulate people to get what you want, that shows how unsecure and actually weak you are. Because if you need to feel like somebody, you need to manipulate somebody to like feel imposing, it shows so little of you. Because me, for example, I'm naturally dominant. So you cannot impose me something that I don't want to do. And me, normally, when I take a decision, people ally themselves with the decision that I take because they find it smart, you know. And what I will always propose is never in a bad intention or a selfish intention. And if ever I want to be selfish about something, I am going to say it right away. I won't hide myself to say that on this side, I will have to be selfish for this and this and this and this reasons because I have no choice. Because in life, sometimes there are things that makes you have to be, that pushes you to be selfish. You do not want to be selfish, but like, it's like you don't really have a choice. Like for example, when I talk business about some people, I tell them that like I know people like to shame rich people and say that they're very selfish, they're very this, they're very that. But most of the people that shame rich people is because they're jealous that they didn't put in the work to get to that type of money. Because let's be honest, for you to be rich, you need to be selfish for a while. Because imagine if you win $10 and you give $7 every day. And the $3 is just enough for you just to take care of yourself. You will never save. But if you get $10 and you give $1 each 6 months, it doesn't make you somebody selfish. You're just careful to the point that you're going to get to $100. Then you're going to be like, okay, now, twice a week, I can give at least $2 at the end of the month, $4, and that's how you grow and you grow and you grow. Well, I think that is logical. That is to me, honestly. On some point, you need to be selfish on some stuff, but on some other points, it's very crooked and wicked. And manipulative people, I know how to do that. My work permits me to do manipulation legally. Because, you know, an actor is a manipulator. You know that, right? Because to be able to play around with your feelings and make people believe that you feel what you don't feel, you know, What do you mean how? Yeah, actors are manipulator. Okay, let's take an example. Have you watched Titanic? Have you watched Titanic? Thank you so much, Majestic. No, I'm talking about actors. Actors. I'm talking about actors. Have you watched Titanic? You're a cinema lover. That is good. So for sure, you watch everything. Okay. So in Titanics, have you felt any emotions while watching Titanic? Have you ever, guys, like, and what emotions did you feel? Anger? Okay. Why did you feel anger? Why watching Titanic you felt anger? Why? Death. I don't believe you. I don't believe you. Not for a second. You didn't feel no emotions. So when you guys were looking at that, you guys were sitting like this. Oh, they're dying. Okay, good. Okay, is the movie over? Okay. No, interesting. Okay, yeah. Good acting, yeah. Let me write it down. Yeah. Oh, that is sad. That is so sad. Hi, Majestic. Yeah. So that is how you guys were watching the movie? While watching Titanic? She says she's a slave when they're actually slaves on the planet at the same time. At that time. Oh, I see. What do you mean? What do you mean that you have emotional issues? I see. So that pissed you off. But are you realizing that in a real life she would never say something like that? But the thing is, like, she had to trigger emotions from you. And to be a good actor, you need to trigger somebody's emotion. And you need to fake things that you don't feel to make somebody feel it. What do you mean because she's not real? It's based on a true story. It's not her personal story, but it's based on a true story. Okay, I see. But how, like, war, real life films, like war movies, okay, you know that the war movies, they can get some extractions of some videos, but most of those videos are paid actors. Most of those videos are paid actors, and those actors are made to form a marine. That is why you have no emotions. It's normal. According to that job, I can understand. That boat was, but she wasn't. The boat was. Actually, you would be shocked. Do not go and look for the behind the scenes. If not, you will be more pissed by Titanic. Yeah, I'm not saying that actual events of Titanic made me mad. The dumb writing made me mad. Okay, I see. Watch Life is Beautiful. What movie is that? Life is Beautiful. Let's go and search it up. I might as well. think about watching them. Life. What does it talk about? Life is beautiful. No, I didn't watch that. I saw the thing though, but I never watched that. What is it about? I did 3 tours in Iraq. So you won. American Sniper? Okay. I see, but like though, like me, you're going to find it weird, but I am a very, I love technology. Like I love futuristic movies, so I love a lot of sci-fi. Sci-fi, fantasy, and adventure action. That is my type. Like comedy and romance, like it bores me, to be honest. It really bores me. Like it's hard for me to watch. I only see girls in my dream. How much for you? What do you mean how much for me? Duns Done Chicken. That's a good movie. American Sniper. Let me see. American Sniper. American Sniper. Ooh. There's an actor that I love and I know. I would love that. Yeah, I would love it. I would love it. The actress that I love in that, I would definitely watch that. Wait, did you guys watch Under the Dome? You didn't want to offend me, but you do indirectly. So do you buy women? You buy women? How much do you buy women for? Under the Dome, yeah. Did you guys watch that? Dustin check-ins. Yeah, that was the other one that I had to check. Hello, my little prince. Okay, wait, 2 seconds. Dustin. Check-in. Not my type. Dustin checking, not my type. I'm sorry. Hello, my little princess. Little princess. Let's see. Okay, I could check that out. But the little princess that I know is like a cartoon type. It's funny. Okay, what did I miss? 3 of my booties got... Oh, I'm so sorry. My condolences. I respect women, but you just said that you wanted to buy me. You cannot tell a woman how much does she cost and tell that you respect women. It doesn't make sense. It really doesn't make sense. I'm sorry. It's something that the main character calls his girl in the movie. Okay, so the title of the movie is My Little Princess. Hello. I forgot the hello. Okay. Got it. Okay. It's cool. No one is perfect. Yeah, but like I'd rather be honest than faking to like, oh yeah, don't worry, I'm going to watch it. But knowing myself, I would never watch it. I don't like to be fake. Is is that you on the background? I look like a man, really? Honda life. Do you think I look like a man? Especially you're gorgeous. It is nice of you. Thank you. Why you even went to Iraq? Yeah. He was in the Marine. That's why he went to Iraq. No. I have a no. It's because like there was cartoon called Little Princess. You know, the title that you told me is Hello, My Little Princess, right? And in my list, it shows me also the cartoon that I used to watch younger. She was annoying. The My Little Princess thing. She was an. I don't know how I would stand to watch her. I think, you know, as a kid when you're bored and there's nothing interesting to watch, so you have to watch it because you have to. Something like that. What is Under the Dome? Under the Dome is a cool, very, very cool series. The series about a dome that lands in a small town and stuff like that. And the fact that the dome is on the town, people can still breathe, they can still, you know, do the natural activities, but you're going to start experiencing, you know, like fantasy things, and it's a mixture of real life and all that. And I like, it's a little bit science fiction, action, you know, suspense and all that. I really loved it. Two girls, one cup. Fun. Two girls, one cup. Is it a series? Hi, I'm great. How about you, Fata? Okay, let me see. It's a movie, Two Girls, One Cup. Let's see. Let's see. Two Girls, One Cup. Ew. Ew. Disgusting. No, I'm not a fan of that. You talking about the Simpson movie? No, actually there's another movie. I'm not talking about the Simpson. It's about another movie. This guy far. I'm not putting whatever you tell me. No, it's not funny. It's disgusting. Ew. And I'll have to have it in my history. Ew. Anyways, I'm going to remove it from my history. Because I do not watch those type of things. When you want to have a pure spirit, you don't watch those type of things. You are tired and mean this misunderstanding right now. You don't understand what I'm saying? No, No, I'm not talking about the Simpsons. Wait, let me show you. Under the dome. Look, that is the trailer. Advertisement. Give me 2 seconds. This is the trailer. Wait a minute. Give me 2 seconds. This is the trailer.
Hey, Big Jim. No, sitting this one out, actually. The hell are they taking all our trucks? Over to Westlake. It's a parade day.
This is the.
It's been a fun summer.
I'm Phil Bushy, and you're listening to WYBS, The Mills, only 100% independent home of rock. Everyone, please stop what you're doing and listen. This is not a drill. No. Stop the truck! Stop!
It's an actual thing.
I can't tell you if what happened is an act of terror or an act of God.
Where the hell did it come from?
No idea.
That's the trailer. It's an actual movie. Like, I wasn't talking just like that to talk. But I know that I'm tired. So do you see, was I lying? The Under the Dome thing. It's crap. The Under the Dome thing. Well, I loved it. But I loved it. I loved the first and the second season. The third season was shit. Unfortunately. I don't know why producers just ruin movies like that. But we know that the movie industry don't make much money like that. So they always tend to ruin series like that. You don't have to watch if it's after here what it is. You don't have to watch it to watch No Country for Old Men. No, I didn't watch that. Oh, thank you so much, P4. I do not stand up. Sorry. Are you a ninja? I think so, sometimes. What about anime? You watch anime? I've stopped anime for a while. Pretty fingers. Is that a compliment now? Jesus. Rice. They're just going with whatever they feel like saying. I'm from Canada. With time, don't worry. I'm going to have mods with time. Have you seen? No, I don't want to see. I don't know. Like, I didn't know. No, Farta. Everything you're going to tell me, I'm going to say no. I'm not interested. Because I don't know what is going on, but you are in your mood. Okay, guys, I'm going to go and sleep. I'm going to bed. It's better. Let's see each other tomorrow. I'm going to be live by the same time. I'm so tired. I'm exhausted. I had a long, crazy day. Things didn't go as planned, but yeah. I'm from Canada. How about you? For those who find me interesting and that are interested by my live stream and stuff like that find it fun, don't forget to drop a follow, drop a like, and I will be live again tomorrow. You okay? Nice to meet you, PK4. PK20. See you guys. I'm going off. I'm really, really tired.